Tumi, thank you very much for your time here on ENCA. What made you decide that you needed to actually have this show? I guess it's because you haven't seen us in a while.
Oh my goodness, I haven't had you, I haven't felt you, I haven't been in the same space, breathing the same air. I don't even feel like I've signed in for your new variant. So yeah, I need an audience. I've missed it.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit more about the actual show. What can we expect?
Sheesh, I think I want to wish my fans good luck because it will be funny, but they're going to see a whole other me because, you know, usually when you do these shows, you've been in clubs, testing your stuff to different audiences. So what they're getting here is raw me. They're getting the madness I was writing while I was in America, the madness I've been writing when I got home, and just me going, it's like, that's it, guys, I'm tired. Like, oh my gosh, let's just get together and have it out. It's like having wine with your people. You know when you haven't seen your people for a long time and then they come over and you all pop open a bottle of wine, then somebody brings out the oil to come and oil your scalp. That's what we're going to be doing. It's literally a hangout.
And just tell us a little bit more about the experience of being in the United States and finding out that you couldn't come back home because of hard lockdown, how it was there and finally getting to come back.
You know, usually when things are happening in Africa, you're like, oh my gosh, I want to be in the first world. Somebody rescue me. Now, I was in the first world wanting to be rescued out of the first world to go back to a third world. Like, it was insane because the numbers were so high. The infection rate was ridiculous. And I was like, I cannot believe there's a time when it is better for a disease that you are in Africa, not in America. So I just wanted to go home. And it didn't help that I booked on our beautiful airline that decided to collapse. And I was like, wow, I feel like everything is just telling me I've been kicked out of home. So it was terrible. It was terrible, but what helped is that I was with my family. I think if I didn't have my husband and my kids with me, it would have been, I think the anxiety would have been even worse. So it's really cool because we've all come back rounder. We're all like on a gymming thing now. Like, we're trying to find ourselves again. But it was interesting. It was also nice to be there for history, you know, to experience history, you know. Yeah, it was quite an experience.
All right, Tumi, and then just tell us a little bit about how your children were able to survive that lockdown, because over here, pupils couldn't go to school anyway.
Yeah, so my children did online schooling, and they were there for every family meeting. My firstborn, who is 12, always made sure that if Chumamina has something to say to us, he's like, Mom, family meeting. And so within every family meeting, they lived in the fridge like everybody else's child. I didn't know how much my children consumed until COVID. So that's how we got through it. We did a lot of reading. They tried to pull me into TikTok challenges, but I told them I'm too old for that. But yeah, it's interesting. I think the biggest thing they did to get through it was to spend our money on online things and food.
I'd do the same. I would also do the same, I won't lie. But tell us a little bit more about the actual show in terms of numbers. I mean, we are on lockdown level 1, but we are restricted in terms of the number of people that can be in a certain place. What kind of safety issues are you going to have to sort out before then?
Oh no, before then we have to make sure in terms of space, in terms of you know, what happens with people getting in, all of that. Make things as contactless as possible. We're going to make sure that if there's going to be any drinks or whatever that we need to sell beforehand, that happens outside. So when we come in, there's no excuse to have to take off your mask. You know, we're definitely spacing out how people are sitting. I'm really paranoid. You have to understand that in my house already, people think I'm ridiculous. I have a thermometer. I have stations of sanitizer. Okay, I don't play. I have sanitizer for your hands, and I also have for surfaces themselves. So I feel like I'm going to take that with me when I go into the room, because I just feel like, guys, we're there to laugh, and trust me, you never need a drink while I'm talking. You just need to just let it all out, work on your abs, because you'll be laughing a lot, so you're getting the ab workout that you haven't been getting enough of during this lockdown. So we're definitely going to make sure that we keep our numbers as small as possible. Well, the 80 that we're allowed. So we're not even going, they say capacity should be up. No, we're going even less. We're like, no, we want space. We want safety. I want everyone to be happy, and I want anyone to regret it. I want it to be that night you don't regret. It's going to be a night with Tumi that doesn't have after effects except 6 packs and good feeling.
Oh, Tumi, okay, I have to let you go after that. Thank you very much, comedian Tumi Morake.